Hello everyone, it's me again. I said that I would probably go ahead and try to start showing you how I do some of my beadwork. Well, here I am. I just finished these last night and they look pretty cute. They were just regular wired heart hoops and I did what the stitch is called craw. I did find out that the word is craw. I found out how to do this before I could do peyote, and personally I just love doing it on earrings the most as compared to peyote because it has this chunkier look to it, a little thicker. But today I'm going to show you how to do it around an object, because on the craw videos that I've seen, they all only have 4 to start off with. Well, I didn't know that, as long as you do your very first, your middle, and your very end all the same, you can have as many around as needed. So if I needed 10, I'm still going to get the same result. If I needed 20, I'm going to get the same result. It's just going to be the same width as the object that you have. Now on these earrings and some of the others that I have, like these, now these ones had only 4, so they were small. But I love that chunky look to it. Same with these ones. These are my favorite. I always wear these to work or wherever I'm going. Oh, that's one of my strings. But yeah, I love them. Alright, so first things first, we're going to get our string, whichever is your favorite. I personally do not do the double up like that, just for the simple fact that it's already hard enough to not mess up on something. So I'm just going to tie this off here since it's just a yarn needle. Alright, might be able to fit these. Alright, so I found out that this will take 6 beads to go around, which is the same amount that goes on my earrings. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and then I'm going to just tie it off. Alright, and then I'm just going to slide that over. Now on your object you will want to tie it directly onto your piece, unless you think you can slide it on and off, because the earrings like this, you'd have to pop out the back and, slide it onward and everything. And if you really want to avoid that mess, then, just tie it on just like how I got this on. Alright, now we're going to go through the next bead that is right in front of that knot. We're going to pick up 3 beads to go over that. We're going to go over, under, and to the second bead right there. Alright? Well, it's going to look a little wonky at first, but trust after a while you'll get the hang of it. Alright, so there's my first 3. Alright, now we're going to grab 2. And you see this one that we're coming out of? What we're going to do is we're going to do the same effect, just coming through that top poking out bead to the side. And then we're going to go down, go through the next bead after that. Oh, come on. There we go. Now some of these don't always want to sit up. Now we are also going to count these as our counters, because if I get up to 5, that means I'm getting on my last one since I have 6. Okay, so 1, 2. Alright, and then I need my 2. And then we're going to go through that piece, go through the one with the string in it, and past it. Honestly, this is so much easier with my smaller beads, but I will have to make do. Alright. And if you're worried about it being loose, don't worry about it. We'll tighten it up here pretty soon. Alright, Got 3 now, so 2. Do it again. Go through the next one after the one that's coming out. There we go. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this one will be my 5th. Alright, we're going to go down and through. Alright, so you see how I'm coming out right behind that knot that we first started off with? Well, now we have one missing bead. So what we're going to do is we're going to go upward through that one. And don't mind the string. It's just the tail. Alright, we're going to add the 1, go back down, circle back up. Oh no, that came apart. Alright, so I should have 6 topping beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that one's one of them is just, oh wait. Nope, that was not one of them, but I do have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now let me get this back on the string. Like I said, I'm just doing this in pony beads so that y'all can see a bit better. Alright, hopefully that's going to stick. Alright, now what I like to do is kind of get my fingers around it. And we're going to go through all those top popping beads. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. And you can go through it as many times as possible. Just try not to over tighten it. Otherwise, it's going to be hard for you to loop back through whenever you're doing the same process. Alright, I'm just going to go through the next 2 and call it good. Alright. But I usually on my earrings go about 2 or 3 times. Just depends on how loose it feels. Alright, so now we're going to have this effect. And this is counted as 1. Like 1 whole set. Alright. Now let's do a different color. We're going to do yellow. And I know this isn't a really pretty yellow, but it's there. Alright, so we're going to do 3. And since we're coming out of this one, we're going to go back through. Go to the next. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, now it's setting on top of that bead that we just had. Alright, we're going to pick up 2. And we're going to go down this one, go back through the bead that we were coming out of, and go to the next one. It's a lot easier with the beading needles, so don't worry about my struggle. Alright. Oh. Okay, 1, 2. And sometimes you're going to have to tighten it a little bit to see where you're at, because I've messed up a few times. And it's not fun, especially whenever you have to keep going back and fixing it. Alright, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3 top. This one will make 4. Okay, this knot is not working. Tie it one more time, see if that works. Stay. Okay. Okay, this one will be number 5. And we're going to go through this one. Now, typically, because I'm on my 5th one and it's easier to use with my beading needle, I will just go through not only these, but I will also try to link up here if I can. By the way, yes, I'm wearing a robe in case if you're wondering, and see my red rope. It's a little chilly back here. Alright, and then I'm adding my last bead. We're going down, under, over. Alright, again, it's going to look a little hideous at the moment, but that's why we are going to go around all 6 of those, or however many you have. But you notice how, like I said, as long as you do your very beginning, your middle, and your end all the same as if you had only 4, it doesn't matter how many beads. You can have 7, you can have even, odd amount, it doesn't matter. It still works out. I've tested this theory and it works. Alright. I know it doesn't look pretty with all this string, but I don't have yarn. And I'm sure yarn would probably work a lot better. Alright. I'm going to go through one more time. Because the tighter you get it, the better off it will be. As far as, you know, keeping everything in one spot. Like this side looks way too chunky. Alright, and this is considered the second step, I believe. Yep, this is the second step. So you're always going to see these, and you're going to consider those as your next step. So, or at least that's how I see it. I could be wrong. I know some have counted the 4 in the middle. They would count by those. They'd be like 1, and then skip over to the next one, 2, and, you know, as long as it's the 4. And then that's where they would add up, you know, the next 4. But because I've had multicolors, like this is not just single for me, I have to, you know, kind of plan it out. Alright, I'm going to do this one more time. 1, 2, 3. Go through 2. And up. 1, 2, through 2. Or through 3. And up. 1, 2. Through 3. And up. 1, 2, through 3, and up. Okay, so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 1, 2. Go through 4 if you can. You don't have to, just try to make sure that you're going back up here after you get your last 2 piece on. And then you get the 1. Go in between and go right back through. Alright, and now again, it's going to look like this. Just tighten her up and call it good. And just make sure that you're counting the right way. Like I said, as long as like you have your starter 5, and then your 6th one will be by itself. It's not going to have 2. It's going to have 1. Your first one's going to have 3. Your middles are going to have 2. And your last one is going to be 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sometimes I get a little mixed up. It looks less on some angles. Alright. And then to tie off, I typically just go through one of those top ones. Now, if it kind of gets loosened up, just go through a couple more and tighten it. And then I just kind of weave down through the work and go down to wherever it might be loose. And if it's not loose, then it'll be fine. Just try to weave through there. But I always tie the knot up there first, and then I do this. And then we're just going to exit out this way. Okay. And then gonna snip it. Ah, it's stuck. Okay. Gonna snip it. And you probably can't see it on this one. I think this is the one. Nope. Nope. Okay, so I use invisible string from Hobby Lobby, and this is part of it. You may be able to see it, you may not. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's that little shiny string right here. And I'll leave a pretty good long piece about that long and start weaving it through so that if it starts moving around, then it's still going to be inside the beads for the most part. If it starts poking out, it ain't nothing but to, you know, give it a little snip snip. And also, I use E6000 to stop them. Like right here, for example, if I can get it off. Alright, so I dabbed up a little bit of E6000. I was able to pull it back a little bit and then put the E6000, like a thin layer of it, and then push it forward so that it would stay in that spot and keep these where I wanted them. Same with this side. Put a little bit E6000 towards the back, push it forward, call it good, let it sit forever, how long. And yeah, and here's a couple other results. I love fading looks. Like, that's my all-time favorite. And these are also, these ones are 5. I had 5 beads on it to start off with, and then I beat it around. Like I said, keep doing it the exact same way, back and forth, and you'll be fine. And then here's another pair that I did. Oh, come on. See, it just looks so much prettier with that chunky look. Or at least I feel that it does. And you could find this earring at Walmart. It was gold, like all the way around, this color gold. And it was cheap, but, you know, I feel like whenever you're doing the cross stitch, you're possibly using more than what you would with peyote. I mean, I don't know any other stitches that's close to this, but, you know, I feel like it definitely uses a lot more than peyote. But that concludes my video, and I will see y'all next time. Thank you.